Insults and accusations appear to be the order of the day among economic freedom fighters in the Northern Cape, though the party says the group that appeared this week in EFF regalia to announce their disgust at the party before resigning cannot be considered EFF members anyway. A group that described itself as being comprised of EFF members from the John Taolo Gaetsu district quit on Thursday in disillusionment at EFF leadership under Julius Malema and his deputy, Floyd Shivambu, in the process making allegations of corruption against the two leaders and others in the party's top management, both nationally and provincially. In a press conference at the Kimberley Club, Councillor for Gasignyana local municipality Aleboging Lezawane, a former member of the Northern Cape legislature for the EFF, as well as Gabasal Mary Tongwane and proportional representation councillor for JTG Betty Boutlwane, along with a further 15 members, let rip at the EFF and announced their resignations. Tongwane told media gathered at the venue that they had already accepted their automatic expulsions by virtue of having called the press conference. Tongwane complained about being removed from her position without a disciplinary hearing due to a dispute over her taking of leave. She alleged she had been removed with another party member amid threats and attacks. She was quoted in the Diamond Fields Advertiser DFA on Friday as saying that she and Mabatho Mokos had even been beaten up by men who were later appointed as councillors. Lezawane published the group's full press statement on his Facebook page, and it has since been widely shared and commented on, with particularly people opposed to the EFF praising him for his courage. Among other things, the release offered background on how Lezawane and the other members joined the EFF and made sacrifices during the early days of the party before the 2014 elections. But Lezawane said, "It pains me to come to the conclusion that the EFF nationally as well as in the province has failed as a vehicle of our people's hopes for a balanced and deepening democracy. The developments from 2014 after the elections to date have in many ways demonstrated that we have become worse than that which we purportedly sought to oppose." He alleged that members who hadn't been around or done as much as others were preferred as MPs and MPLs from the Northern Cape, while the national resolution to ensure that councillors should continue to live in the wards they were serving in was being ignored. Fanio Oates, the regional chairperson of EFF in JTG, has moved from Hunigvlisik and now resides in town, he said. He alleged the EFF was being divided by greed, corruption and the desire to powermonger between Malema and Shivambu, whom he accused of buying flashy luxury Mercedes-Benz vehicles for themselves using party funds. He said they were even allegedly exchanging girlfriends in the organization, exploiting and abusing women. Lezawane repeated a long-running allegation that Shivambu himself has repeatedly rejected that the EFF deputy leader has an ambition to become the president of the EFF and this has clouded everything that he does in the organization. Lezawane said the province is dealing with 3 EFF factions, with who will be the Northern Cape's premier candidate being a particular bone of contention. There are 3 factions in the EFF, one belonging to Shadrach Tilheo, the other being Aubrey Butman, who both want to be premier candidates. The other faction is that of the councillors who think they are above the ground forces of the EFF, those who tirelessly work. We refer to them as the Councillor League. These are people who are a clique in the organization that have defined themselves outside the organization. Lezawane had no kind words for Malema, referring to him as a so-called commander-in-chief who had zombified the entire War Council, Central Command Team, the Provincial Command Teams as well as the EFF Student Command. He alleged, the majority of the women who are deployed as councillors as well as at the head office are women who are having relationships with the leadership, namely with Floyd Shivambu and Julius Malema. They are rotated among these two. We can cite many examples of comrades also from our province, but we will refrain from doing this out of respect for women.